Hello, Leo. Beautiful, beautiful Leo. How are you guys doing, Leo? So good to see you here. Thank you for joining me. Okay. So this is beautiful, beautiful energy today. Okay. I just want to clear the energy really quick. Okay, so I have your coffee cup right here, and I'm gonna pull Tarot and Oracle, of course, and I have the messages I saw in your coffee beforehand. What a reading. Okay, so first thing first, I saw a walrus. Walruses, they live all together in this huge social group, they're just laying together on a beach, they're always together. And from the time that a walrus is born, they are born knowing how to swim. So this could have to do with family ties and friendships and community here. From the time you were born, you could have had this heightened sensitivity, heightened emotional intelligence, a very advanced empath from birth. So very sensitive. You can look at a person and see what they're feeling, and you feel it like it's happening to you. This has been happening, your whole life. This heightened intuition, very, very, very powerful empath. Very powerful empath. So navigating emotions here is something that you have been doing just naturally your whole life, right? Then I saw a backbone, which is very interesting because a backbone is, kind of make sure that your soul is pointed in the right direction. It's standing up for yourself, of course, right? We've all heard of that. The backbone is standing up for yourself, but also it's just like making sure that your soul is going in the right direction. This could be standing up to things, because the walrus, their back is kind of, they're just like this blob. Do they even have a backbone? So this is very interesting here. Then I saw a beard, a person with a beard, but it was like just showing me that to see the beard. And this is really interesting. It's going to become very apparent to you, anybody that was using you to cover up something and masquerading something as something else. But this is very interesting about a beard, So a beard can symbolize being far out, being rule, it can be hiding, but it can also just be not caring about conforming to this and that and this and that. Being one with nature, accepting yourself for how you naturally are. And also, it can talk about this refusal to conform and being off the grid. Because if you think about people that live, out in the woods and they live off of the land and, they have beards usually. So this is like somebody that's like off the grid and doesn't care, So this could kind of be all of those different things pertaining to a situation, all of those different reasons. Maybe there's things that you have had to hide that you're no longer going to hide. Maybe you are going to hide because you're making some kind of a change. You don't care what other people think, but there is this energy of resiliency, of not needing this community. Having your own backbone where the community doesn't have a backbone, but they have each other, So there's something here where you see things in this different way. When you see something in a different way, then you want to separate to be able to live out your way, So I saw a fish that was bright yellow, and this represents wealth. And this represents wealth because of your self-confidence, because yellow is the solar plexus chakra. So there is something that is coming to you because of your own self-confidence, because of your own glowing, radiating glory to God energy. This is why something really amazing is coming for you here. Okay, and then I saw like an old school bathtub. Look at my drawing. What even is that? And it looks like the feet on the end of it, like little claws, right? So this can really talk about cleansing, the bathtub, obviously, but it's the old kind of a bathtub. So there's something here where you could be leaving old ways of healing, of getting peace. The old ways that you used to do that, you're leaving those behind. You're saying goodbye to those. And this could be, some people inherit tubs like this generation upon generation. So this can also have to do with healing generational trauma. Yes, of course. Yeah, but there is something here about saying goodbye to something here, because then I saw a street light and this is giving me heavy Harry Potter vibes. Okay, so in Harry Potter you see the street lights. I think it's like the first scene in the whole thing, right? Isn't it like Dumbledore walking through the street lights with Harry Potter, and he's a baby and he's dropping him off at the aunt's house? It's like there's definitely a time when Dumbledore is by himself in the streetlights. And it means it's like the beginning of something here. And then throughout the journey, there's times when the streetlights are on and, some magical being is walking in or coming out or something is about to happen here. So it's kind of like the streetlight energy that I'm getting. It's like illuminating this solo, secretive, sacred journey and the start of it. But it's only the beginning, but, of course, it's going to be amazing and enchanting. But there's something here about accepting that mission and being kind of a loner on the mission, but you're choosing to accept it. It's like, should you choose to accept it? And you're like, all right, I accept. I'm going out under the street lights. That means the answer is yes. So, and it can be going back to something here after you have left. And now it's like time to come back and face something here. Because Harry Potter is like escaping the magical world, right? And growing up where nothing fits, where nothing fits, where nothing fits. And then gets reintroduced to the magical world. And then, so this can be a reintroduction. Okay. Coming back to things here that it's like, okay, now we're finally going to address this here. Facing something, someone that you stepped away from a long, long time ago, or there is a journey that you're about to go embark on. Okay. So I saw like a skyline and like bridges, and it's like a twin city here. So we went from rule to going back, we went from the community to having a backbone to escaping all of this and then to coming back to a city here. So there could be something here about that, or you're just going to go towards something different. So let's see about it. Street light, still here. So is the city. This could be where your twin flame is from. Because look at this heart. And it's 2. And this is a city. This is a skyline of a city, you guys. Okay. This is an elephant. The elephant has a boulder here. Okay. So here's the street light right here. That's the street light. Ching, shining down. So there's a dog here, there's a bathtub here, and there's a masculine energy with a hat, okay? There could be a person here in your life that is refusing to leave this bathtub. So they're refusing to leave the old ways. This has worked out for them in some capacity. They have some level of security in their life. They have a hat on, and then they have a dog here on a leash here. So this can represent a person that's loyal, but you ever see those people and they have their dog and their dog is not on a leash. Their dog just loves them. So their dog like listens and like, they know how to train their dog. And I'm not like, some people just have that skill, right? The connection with the animal. So there's nothing wrong with having your dog on a leash, but this is It's a weird energy. This is something like someone is trying to control somebody and force them to be loyal to them. And to them, showing loyalty means you have to do what I say, which, you know, this is very interesting. Yeah, there is a leap of faith. Okay. Because right here, you're here and you're like about to jump, right? And then this is where you reach the city with the heart. So there is something here that's already developed. Doesn't have to be a new place where you're going to move, but it can be. But it's something here that's already going. It's a going thing, and you're going to go there. Or you're going to, yeah, you're going to go there. Whether that is work, that is like a new friendship circle. There's stuff that's been established for quite some time and involves a lot of different things. There's a lot of different possibilities. Because could be because of finishing school. Now you have a lot of things open to you. And in exploring this is when there's something here about love. So let's see about it. Whoops. Okay. The healer and the siren. The siren also lives off of the grid. And the siren has these healing abilities, just, you know, the healer. You know, and healing this generational trauma with the bathtub here. So that's interesting. This is a lot of water energy because the walrus represents water energy. The bathtub, the fish, all represent water energy along with the siren here. So, mystic. Wow, you have very powerful energy. Look at the sword of truth. There is nothing that you cannot conquer or overcome. There is nothing. This is kind of like 3 different times something happens to you. The worst of the worst has happened, but you can heal yourself. It's like, how many times does Harry battle Lord Voldemort? You know? It's like the amount of times that this happens, and then he's healed himself. And now he has become this siren here. And there is beautiful energy here, and then agape is love. This is love. And the mystic is like getting to a particular point of something, because the mermaid, there is a lot that the mermaid can do, but the mermaid is confined to the water. Like the walrus. And so to leave this mermaid life behind, the walrus life behind, and to embrace this mystic energy, you know, the mystics can be the outcasts. It's like the shaman, you know, and they live on the outskirts of the city. Yeah, like Rafiki in The Lion King. If you know more about like ancient healers and shamanic cultures and all these kinds of things, the one that is the healer, you know, Native American tribes, all of this kind of native people, the healer lives like a little bit outside of where the tribe lives. You know what I'm saying? And the healer went through a time of needing to be healed. It's like 3 different times things could have happened. And oftentimes they will have near-death experiences. Oftentimes they will have a lot of illnesses. Oftentimes they will have extreme childhood trauma. Oftentimes from a very young age they are born with these gifts that they do not understand. And so then they are outcast in their community because they don't fit in there. And so the mermaid is kind of talking about that as well. So this is interesting. So this is really talking about coming into your own and learning how to come into your own here. You know, like Harry Potter does as a wizard. He learns how to come into his own, and then there is a time for that, right? So there is love that you are going to be met with, and there is this higher ranking spiritual level that you have been for a long time, and it's now going to be seen that you are this. And your life in this reality is now going to reflect this. Let's see more about this. Inheritance. Okay, so there is some kind of trauma here that was inherited that you could have healed. So now there is blessings for this inheritance, but you see the maze. It's very confusing when you're going to be the one to heal generational trauma. You are outcasted, you feel everything, and, you know, horrible things happen. And you have to find your way without any help, without anything to lean on, nothing. And it's very interesting because there's like, this maze is like in 4 different ways, right? And so there's the 3-headed snake here. In Harry Potter, they had the 3-headed dog, right? So there's 3 ways that are no, no, no. But then the 4th way is right. So there's something here about 3 times, and it's done now. So it could be something that you have been trying and trying, and you have tried and tried and tried. And Spirit is kind of like telling you, don't give up here. Look, you have fortune here at the bottom, and you have protection. You're being protected at this time. And that's the thing, is like Harry Potter is like outcasted, right? But Dumbledore drops him off with the ant, knowing that he will be ostracized, knowing that he won't know his own magical heritage. And he's going to feel very alone, but he will be the safest that he could possibly be. And it will teach him to find something within himself. And the siren has a very lonely journey of healing, like could be living in that bathtub. You're living in this bathtub and then finally realizing, hey, you know what? I'm a mermaid. I'm gonna make it to the sea. I'm going to sneak out with the street lights. So there is something here that, yeah, this old bathtub kept you safe. This community with this walrus kept you safe. There is a protection. There is a safety in that, but it's for a time. And that time has come to be done. So, and Dumbledore doesn't really tell Harry this. And she's like, shh, this is a secret. Shh, don't say anything. So Harry doesn't know. He grows up not knowing. So there's something here that you could be, now you're going to come into knowing here. And then you have resistance here with versatility. And this is very interesting because, in the beginning of a mystical journey of understanding your own gifts and all of this, it's very common for people to resist. And shaman, some of you are shaman. You don't even know what you're about to know. There's something really amazing happening here. There's something here where because this is very interesting now. Because shaman, they will sometimes resist the call. And when this happens, they will be plagued with a physical illness. They will be plagued with a mental illness. They will, what they're trying to do instead of being a shaman, it will not work. It will not work. I met a shaman and he was like, yeah, I used to be a motorbike driver and my bike kept crashing and getting totaled. Spirit was like, no, you are going to do this. So there's something here that if it's not working, there is a point where you're going to see another way, versatility, which is a way to everything that you're wanting and this magical path that you are unfolding, excitement. You know, I heard this today that if a flea is put in a box, you know, they can jump like really high, right? I don't know, a couple of feet. If you put them in a little box, they only jump a little bit. And then if they're taken out of the box, they still will only jump a little bit. Because you start to believe these limitations. You know, it's like, how long does it take Harry Potter to believe in himself? Well, pretty much all of the movies. No, it takes a long time. Wow, riches. Love and riches. So your love of God, your glory to God, that's really what agape is talking about. Seeing this life, everything as life, as love, as a part of the Creator, and the vitality and the beauty and the love of embodying this love of our Creator, and just love to everything, and everything gives love to you. This is agape, you know? And because you embody this, the divine is bringing you these riches, is bringing you everything that you need for you to be on this mission of spreading love and being love. And when something comes to you that's not love, you transmute it into love. That's what this is saying. It's like, you know, these crystal grids, you're like your own crystal grid for the planet. And wherever you go, you light everything up here. Look at all these candles here. It's time for you to shine. Everything is in alignment for you to shine now. And everything that you need in order to move forward, where there has been roadblock, 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 you're going to figure out the way. There's been to show you within yourself what you need to change. Because some of you didn't realize that you were putting yourself in a box even still. There's even more joy that you're supposed to feel. So if the universe rewarded you when you still were not feeling this level of love just bursting through your soul, you know, for you, not just giving it to everybody else. When you figure that out, now you can get the riches. Because you will stay at where the universe puts you. And the universe wants you to know that you're supposed to be limitless. You are limitless. And I don't think this has to do with love for others. I feel like this has to do with self-love. You would have settled for working so hard and everything being such a burden to carry. You would have settled for that and still been loved to everyone. And the universe says, no, 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 no. You're supposed to receive love as well. You're supposed to live and have all of this that you love. And so now you're going to receive this. What the heck? We need tarot. Let's see about this inheritance, the healer. What's this about? Three of Cups. 3 again. And this is interesting. You may find a really close friendship with 2 other people, just like Harry Potter. Harry had Hermione and Ron. So there could be something to that for you. Healing friendship. There is some kind of community with the walrus, friend ties and family ties, that you're having to pull away from because of 3 times 3 wounds. But you're not losing anything. You are gaining because you chose to remain in the embodiment of divine love and glory. So, when you're on this, navigating this, there's going to be people that help you along the way, people that you see that you can actually celebrate with. Just as many people that have betrayed you and turned on you, you're going to receive just as many who celebrate you and who are loyal to you, who want to celebrate your wins. This is like, oh, I didn't realize how many cards this is. Well, needing to be bold. Needing to be bold, even though time and time again you have been bold. Time and time again you have been bold. It has been nothing but problems. It has nothing been you fighting by yourself. And time again you have to be bold, but this is kind of like saying just keep doing it, and because it's about to, everything is about to happen with this. So, you know, this is 7 of Wands. It's like you're fighting everything, and the universe is telling you to be bold. And it's like, well, I have received a lot of conflict. I have received a lot of fighting on my own and bittersweet victories. And it has not been rewarding. Every time I'm bold and I keep being bold and I keep being bold and I keep being bold. But the universe is like, but it's right there. This is kind of like one more scoop and there's a diamond. And then it opens up to a whole diamond cave. You know? It's like, don't stop. That's what that energy is. Yeah. There are a lot of people that are rooting for you. There's like souls that are just waiting for you, that are ready for you. And it's way more enchanting than where you are. It's kind of like if Harry Potter was like at his aunt's house, sleeping under the stairs. Like, man, I wish I had a friend. Can you imagine if he had a couple of really cool friends there? He would have stayed there. He would have never left. He would still be sleeping under those stairs. You know? It's like the universe is like, no, leave there. You know, because you are actually a wizard. And actually there's all these people that are just waiting for you to go join them. And there's a Hermione and there's a Ron. And it's going to be so good. I'm telling you. Something else. The Lovers. What else? 9 of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. There is something here a little bit out of your comfort zone. There is something new coming here, and it's a little bit out of your comfort zone. and it's a little bit away from this protection, but it's like the tiger that has been in the zoo for so very long. And then finally she gets set free to the sanctuary that is, you know, acres and acres she gets to roam, or, you know, whatever, you know. And in the beginning, they don't want to leave the cage, you know. It's like, I don't know. Don't take the cage away. You know, they still want to sleep in the cage, and they'll peek out and they'll go a little bit further. And they go a little bit further every day, but at night they want to go back in that cage because that's what they know. But eventually, so there's something here about, look, this person is like, yeah, I don't know, I need my cage. This keeps me safe. So there could be something here where you feel pulled to do something that might help you. Look at yourself, look within yourself. Because there's beautiful opportunities for you. And this can be you talking with the divine. This can be you talking with angels, connecting with your higher self. This could be you, like, there is a person that you can open up to that I feel like then is going to be coming into your existence here. There's some changes perhaps that you want to go for. It's an opportunity, but it's like you kind of got to do things to go towards this. Maybe there's somebody that you want to talk it over with. You know, it's kind of like for this tiger, if they put other tigers, you know, in cage in another, you know, enclosure close by. So the tiger's kind of like, okay, they're good, you know. Maybe like elephants, because I don't know how much tigers get along, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen they do that, and with elephants. And then it's like this pack of elephants just accepts this new one, you know, and they're like telling her, it's okay, you're safe here, you're safe here. And they're like, okay, all right. So there's something here about getting your footing in something within your mind to go towards something. And this is something the divine wants you to do. This is your idea to do this. But you have to leave a cage. And you can do it slowly. There's little steps here and there. There's little steps here and there. It's not something that's a rush that's happening overnight, but it is something really amazing. And if you want help with this, you can ask the divine and it will be given. And also the divine is trying to help you find people through watching things that inspire you, and like, okay, I can tell myself this and I feel better about this, or this or that, or like someone to talk to about this. Taking that initiative, because there's something really amazing here for you, and the divine just like wants you to know that you can trust yourself and you can do this. And this can be in love, opening yourself up to love again. Some of you are so secluded with this beard person that it's like you've had so many toxic people you've had to cut off. And it's like the universe wants you to be able to just speak to somebody and relate to somebody. And there's people that are coming, or you have ideas that are coming to you of what you can do. It's going to put you in a position where that's going to be good. And then more and more people are going to show up. It's kind of like with the fish and the yellow, the self-confidence here, but you have to go and you have to put your pole in the water to catch that fish, right? You're not going to catch a fish in the desert. You got to go to where there's water and you got to put a pole in. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. And this can be, this is like Dua Lipa, Love Again. I'm in love again. Like, I can't believe it. That's what she's singing. You know? So that can be happening here too. Okay, let's see what it is. The sun. Wow. You see? This is really, really healing this solar plexus chakra. Yellow fish. And this bathtub. This is is you overcoming any resistance. You're going to overcome any resistance because the light that you shine is so very important here. Because here is the thing, empaths feeling everything that everyone else feels all the time. When empaths get to a point of healing themselves so much, being so much love, wherever they go, they're healing everyone around them just by walking by them. That's it. It's like a connection, and you have a connection to everyone, and everyone has been depleting you of all of this energy all the time. But you can cut everything off and build yourself up strong enough to now it's coming from the divine and going outward through you to everyone else. You like reverse the channel, the way the electricity is flowing. Versatility, yeah. Wow. I think there is a person that's really impressed with you, or a person that's going to be really impressed with you. So something that you do, it needs to be seen. If you're like, I don't know if I should do this. How should I do this? How should I do that? How can you be the most seen? That's what the sun is really talking about. Being the most seen. Because there is a person that's going to see you, that already does see you, and they're like, wow. And this is a very influential person. And this person, the divine has put this person on your path. This was supposed to happen. It's your destiny for this to happen. This is going to help you get this inheritance. And this inheritance that you're getting, you may say like, oh, my family doesn't have any money. That's not at me. No, this is from the divine. This is from God. Because when you acknowledge that you are a child of God, and when you heal, and when you are in alignment with your pure, true nature, and you believe. There's a lot of people that do that, but they're a flea outside of the box, but they still think they're in the box. So when you can open your mind up enough, man, the blessings that are coming, and that's what you're doing here. That's what you're doing. An end to the old ways with the world. This is something that it's like, look at this. Because it's like so much that you're doing at once. That's what this feels like. You could have had, it's like kind of like, name everything in the book that can go wrong. You've experienced it. It's like everything. So many things. This is, when these two cards come out together, this is something very, very serious. Serious good. This is like a divine miracle on earth as it is in heaven. People can be very, very much so threatened by your energy, but you're now in such this high vibration of love, or you soon will be, that they can't touch this. They cannot. This is powerful. This is like when Harry Potter finally realizes that he's like a Dumbledore level wizard. You know? In the first, he was like, okay, maybe I can fly a broomstick. I don't know. You know, he was like, maybe I'm good. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm this. Eventually, he's like, my dad saved me. And it's like, no, that was you, Harry, you know. And then eventually it was like, okay, I'm the only one that knows how to fight these Death Eaters. Okay, I guess I can teach everybody. I don't know. Yes, you can, Harry. Hello, we need you. And then it's like, okay, Harry, you're just as strong as Dumbledore. You know? It took him so long to realize that, but it doesn't matter. That's all part of the journey, and that's beautiful. You know, but I'm just saying, it's like, this feels like overnight success, but it doesn't feel like it to you, I don't think. I mean, you're going to be excited about it. This wish fulfillment. Yeah, look at this. But you're kind of like, everybody's seeing this, and you're like, hey, I've been doing the work. Okay, this has like been a lifetime that nobody saw I was doing all of this. And now look at this. Look at this riches. You're going to be fine. You're not going to have to worry about anything anymore. This love, this legacy of love, this flow, this constant flow because now you understand the flow of the universe. Some of you really understand, like, you know, the universe, spiritual things, how, like, there is something here that you are not giving yourself enough credit for, what you know, what you can do, how important you are. And this is important. You need to know this. You're very important. This is the thing. Look at the Queen of Cups. She's like looking down, like she's disappointed. You don't think, but you are. You are. And there's someone coming to tell you this. There's some kind of communication, because somebody sees you and they even see further than what you see. And that's the thing, is like Dumbledore knows. He knows that Harry's the only one that can defeat him. He knows this. So he puts all this stuff in place. You know, he hides all of this stuff, and oh, it's a secret in the book, and oh, this is a necklace, and they figure out what it does. You know, he has all these little secrets. And now that's the thing, is like there's somebody coming to tell you something, and this is like you. 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Your hard work that you think is going unnoticed is paying off. And this is a gift from the universe that you have been hoping and praying for. So be bold. Be bold. Follow these impulses, because you think that you're back here and you're not. You're already here. Some of you like jumped timelines in your sleep. How beautiful is that? Yeah. Okay, Leo, I'm going to leave this here. I love this so much. Thank you. I appreciate you so very much. If this resonated, please like and subscribe, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. And also, I have a book. It's called One White Rose. It's all about all of this. Basically, 4 different women. It's fiction, living in different times in the universe, in the world, and you see how all their lives connect. You see how they connect to the divine feminine, to all of humanity, and how they're just doing this, just overcoming a lot of tragedies that they have faced, that their, you know, that their generations that they come from has faced. Ancestors, there we go. Generations that they come from. So this is here for you if you had to. Okay.